What's up, guys? Triple H Guy 2004, just back here with a quick video. Had to call out of work today because I work around food and I got sick. Can't work around food when you're sick, so unfortunately can't go to work, so I won't be making any money today. But anywho, was talking with a friend and reminiscing and just remembering going to baseball games, and I was remembering about this story about my 11th birthday when my parents surprised me with a baseball game, a Major League Baseball game. We drove down to Boston. At the time, I didn't know what we were going down there for. We went down in the early afternoon. I thought we were going to the Museum of Science or something. And, no, so we're driving towards Yawkey Way and drive up to Fenway Park and thought we were just driving by on our way to the Museum of Science. And my mom's like, nope. You're going to a baseball game tonight, and you're going to see the Red Sox versus the California Angels. And so I was stoked. You know, it was my second game ever. I just forgot about this one when I was talking about it. Now that I'm talking about this one, another one comes up. So we go get something to eat, and we get ready to go to the game. And game, I think, was at like 7. We had to show up to get the tickets like an hour and a half early, so we had to show up at like 5:30. So we got something to eat, and we showed up at 5:30, and we showed up to the press box to get our seats, you know, the ticket office, and we're told we gotta wait for a gentleman to bring us our tickets, and I was thinking, well, this is weird, and so I think that's what happened. Anywho, so this gentleman comes in, and he's like, well, is this the birthday boys? Because it was my birthday. I didn't say that. It was my 11th birthday. And, you know, my mom's like, yep, this is the birthday boy. And so he starts taking us around a tour of Fenway Park. And we go up all the way through. And this is before the Green Monster seats. So we didn't go up there because they didn't obviously have them. That was when they had the netting still up on the top of the wall. If you know Fenway Park, they used to have netting. Now they have seats that you can sit on top of the Green Monster. Never sat up there, but yeah, so we tour it, and we go up into the press boxes, and we're walking around the press boxes, and we go into the scoreboard room, the room where they run the scoreboard, and the guy starts letting me mess around with the scoreboard and typing things, and he lets me type out. They have this like layout for birthday things, and it says happy birthday, and it says Stephen, my name underneath it, Stephen Page, 11 years old, turns 11 years old today. Let's celebrate his birthday here at Fenway Park. And so I saw that go up on the scoreboard, and that was cool. So we're walking around. We didn't go in the dugouts because it was game day. That's the only thing we didn't do. We kind of walked towards the dugouts and saw in the dugouts, but we couldn't go in because it was game day. But yeah, so we got a tour of the Fenway, and then we went back up in the press box, and all of a sudden I see down the hallway when we're getting off the elevator, either go up or down, I can't remember which one, but I saw in the long down the hallway almost towards me is Mr. Baseball, WWE Hall of Fame celebrity inductee Bob Uecker. He was broadcasting the game that night. I'm pretty sure it was against the Milwaukee Brewers because he was commentating. So, yeah. So that might have been who it was against. I'm not sure. I can't remember who it was against. But, anywho, so see him, and I didn't say hi to him because he was on a long distance and I didn't want to impose. So we go back down to the field level, and we're seeing the BP, and all of a sudden the guy brings me closer to the Red Sox dugout, and 2 baseball players start walking towards me, and so he's like, you're gonna meet a couple baseball players. We got a couple guys coming over, and it ended up being second baseman Luis Alicea and pitcher Rick Aguilera, and we got an autograph. I'm not sure if I still have those. You know, sometimes you lose things as a child, and those things kind of got lost. Yeah. what else? So, yeah, met them. That was cool. Continued watching BP. And then during the game, we were watching the game, and the 7th inning stretch came, and they put my what I had typed out earlier on the scoreboard during the 7th inning, and a guy said, open this envelope. He gave my mom an envelope, and open this during the 7th inning stretch. And he had told my mom when to open it when they put, I didn't know the 7th inning stretch at the time was the time they were going to put that up on the scoreboard, you know, my birthday. And so they put it up, and so my mom says, hey, Steven, here's this envelope, and she hands it to me, and she goes, open it up. They say you can open it up now that your name's been up on the scoreboard, and I open it up, and it's a autographed picture of Roger Clemens. Sadly, somewhere along the lines of childhood and stuff like that, I don't think I have that anymore, sadly. That's the one thing I wish I still had. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. That this time it was 95, so Kennedy was the manager. Saw Mo Vaughn, a lot of players on that team that were really, really good. So yeah, just thought I'd come back and reminisce about that. My 11th birthday at Fenway Park. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Red Sox won that night, and it was a good night all around. Triple H Guide 2004. Peace.